get this unpacked again. Probably get this one back in, get this frame back to where it was. Sort out them hinges for that, because that didn't work how I initially thought it would. That frame up back there. But yeah, I'm just going to unpack this and get into it. It's a bit cooler and cloudier today, but yeah, the sun's still pretty warm. That up, the door in a second, but we got these, they all fit in really well. Oh well, that's plain, a little bit off the back of that, but we won't put these in yet because then we can't access what's going on underneath. But we're back to basically where we were yesterday before we got had to pull it apart again. So I'll get this door in. There it goes. So that we need to work out the hinges on this because it's going to be a bit tricky to figure out. Basically this will fold up there and somehow we've got to hinge it. I think what we're going to have to do is cut into this bottom rail, notch it in, hinge it so it comes down sort of flat like this, and we're going to have a shelf there, and however far we can get it this way, it's a bit hard to hold up, and have it still fold up. So back this way a bit more, like this. And it's going to fold down onto a bit of a bench seat, a bit of a frame, a thin frame up over the top just to pin it to, which is going to come from there. So it's going to, I think, end up sitting out like that, because what we'll do is have our hinges. How did I figure out? So I think they're in there. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but the hinges will go on here to some degree like that. I think that's how I was going to do it, and just notch out a little bit to sit them in, or to sit sort of the barrel in more than anything else. And then yeah, that should fold down flat, but when it folds up it'll be sitting sort of out like that. But we've got a little notch here we can build our frame out of, so it should be all sweet. So that's the plan. So I've got one of these hinges notched out, carved out of the thing, sat down flat, screwed on. So yeah, it's come out pretty nice, I think, and it only goes back as far as there, which is perfect because that's all we want. And the thing is, it droops down, but we'll have a seat here, or a block here, sorry, to hold it up where it needs to be. So yeah, all the weight's going to be on that end rather than on these two hinges, but they're pretty heavy duty, so they'll do the job. So yeah, I just need to carve out this other side here with these chisels and that, and attach the other one on, and then yeah, we'll test fit our flappy bit, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, should be pretty good. So that's the gist, we got that. Do you want to just lift it up a bit level, please? Yeah. So it's, we're going to build a little bit of a platform there. But essentially where that is, from here back's going to be shelving here. And from here back's going to be shelving here. And this center bit is going to be the sleeping. The center beams didn't quite line up, but they were close. I didn't. But that's okay, I didn't really plan for that. And yeah, we'll have to have a, if you just pass it up, oh. Yeah, so as you can see, just sort of sneaks past both them handles on the way up and sits, that's about where it wants under that light. Just enough to get it like a bit of a board in there for a bit of a frame. So it's going to be nothing like too sturdy. It's just to hold the frame in place while we're parked, essentially. So it's just to stop it from sitting back like this on an angle. You know, it'll hold it up nice and square. Yeah, we'll see how we go from there. Might even be nice. We might even end up switching this board around that way, so we've got a bit of recess for the TV if we do end up getting it in there. But we'll I got some metal brackets and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I think next we'll be working on sort of framing out that, because I want to have some like twist handles to go up just as extra support under that. And then yeah, I think we might either get more timber today or tomorrow. Maybe today, to do that seat under there so this can sit down. Well, I've only just temporarily screwed that on. We'll take that off in a second. We just wanted to, you know, make sure the concept worked. I'm just going to have a quick look from the other side actually before I take it back off. Yeah. So yeah, well, if you can imagine sitting here, I'll be up a bit higher. That's not too bad. I would have liked to have had these flush, but you know, that's not going to happen. But that's still pretty tidy looking. You know, especially having a rail coming up from there, up and over. It's almost sitting there itself now, actually. Yeah, you could even perch up back here. This is not that bad. Get the Xbox going. And then yeah, when it's time for bed, fold it down under the seat. Just sort of staying there on its own. Probably not very good for the hinges, but there's only a couple of screws in there. But yeah, it's sort of starting to come to shape. And then obviously across the front there's still going to be a headed board coming to a post here, so it's all supported. Oh well, it'll be part of the seat, I suppose. We'll figure that out. That's next. So yeah, come up with a little bit of a plan for this seat, but for that we need more of this. This is my only offcut really, and I don't think it's quite long enough. But yeah, we'll run from there across this sort of step there, and then we'll go from there back across the floor. Oh, actually it might be, looking at it from here, it might be long enough, but we'll see. Run from there back, join that leg down, because at the moment it keeps slipping off and it doesn't take much to move this, but if I make it one big frame it should be pretty steady. It'll be square all the way along. It'll just has to, you know, drop down here and keep going around like that. It's still a square, it's just got a drop down section. And then yeah, we'll see. But we'll definitely get some more of this, and I'll try and get maybe some plank to run up, because we'll get something like that in there. If I can get something about that wide, ideally. I don't think you can get anything 50 by, what's that, 50 by 20. I don't know if that's the thing. You have to probably get that custom planed and whatever, but you know, we'll see what we can do. Might have to mill some boards down or something, but yeah. So yeah, I've just got the tools in because I hope it doesn't rain while we go to town. I'll just pack some of this other stuff up and go get some timber. These ones, I'll just go. Hey Papa, hey. Oh, Billy. Hey. So, the plan now, I'll clean this one up. The end of that one's got a bit of a bend in it, but anyway. Right at that knot there. And I might need to avoid that. It's a pretty big one. Just cut it there where it won't matter so much. Yeah. Clean these up. Maybe give these a bit of a hit too. But these should be pretty perfect. I don't know if there's too much shit in there to see at the moment. Yeah, there is. Oh well, I'll clean this out again. And then, yeah, we'll get into it. Yeah, these are the gist is they're a bit long at the moment to go across the top, pin into, and it's just staying there, but anyway. my tools inside because it's pretty much raining on and off, and I'm sort of half under the shelter here. Got these done up. I still need to take the edge off this one. It's still got a sharp edge as opposed to the bit of the bevel that's on these ones. But, and I've made there, I don't know if you can really see, there's a bit of a foot there. It's not really attached yet or anything, but that's going to be my sort of starting point, I suppose, for that bench. So I'll start by getting the corners off this, and then I'll start cutting them up and getting them in. I'll have to start sanding them up, and yeah. Got this rail here put in across the top. It's going to be our final distance back. Still haven't quite got our leg extension in yet. And yeah, we got a bit of this in. It's still needs to be attached just here, but that's our sort of step coming up. They come up pretty nice. We can just go from there up. And yeah, a little platform across the back, and we can mount this. And I think instead of using we don't actually have any of that left, to put across that little section here is going to be a bit of a bench, so we can use some of that nicer stuff underneath the van at the moment. Just packing up for the day. It's a bit rainy and miserable, and people here about to drink some rum. But yeah, it's been a pretty good day. Got a fair bit of it sorted out up the front, so we can make some progress from here. We got most of the main frame done, so it's all onwards and upwards from here. $190. So we need a piece of 805. This piece here will be what goes in here next to our just sort of in the road there. Go in there so that when this closes, it's flush up against that, and we can run a little strip in there. So this is what I've ended up with so far. Goes and hinges up like that. Little seating area in there. I've got that rail across here, and those there to, that's a little bench. I don't know, I suppose you could sit there if you wanted to, or put stuff on, I don't know. There'll be all storage underneath, all shelving here. The seat's going to come out and down, so you step up sort of through. But yeah, just take a bit of nutting out that seat, a bit of figuring out, and we'll yeah, get it sorted.